You're live. Hey guys, welcome to my channel Bit Glenn. My name's Glenn and I like to share with you what I learn in the world of crypto as I go through it. So this may be an interesting video. You guys seem to love it when I take the dog for a walk. It's very windy in the background, which means you won't be able to hear what I'm saying properly. The dog will probably go and cause havoc with someone, so I'll have to stop what I'm doing, and I'll probably receive a phone call whilst I'm on this live stream. So all the ingredients for great content, but we'll see how we get on. So I can see a dog in the distance already. He's getting ready to pounce. Watch. Maui, stay there. I knew he was going to run off. So disobedient dog. Come here. Come here. I'm going to have to make some more talk. Let's get this show on the road. Lovely day though.
Oh. Sorry, he's a puppy, so he's still...
Didn't get excited by the dog, but got excited by me.
Yeah, always does.
Right, come here, Maui. Leave dog alone.
Good boy, Matthew.
They're hugging each other, aren't they?
I was going to say, yeah.
Good boy.
What?
Max, should we go?
Maui, come on. They're here on a plane now. Right, come here, you. No way. Oh,
No.
you got that bit excited. Oh. Oh.
Get down, you.
Come here, you.
Cheers. No worries.
Come on. Oh no. Lost everyone now. I've had to put him back on his lead. Sorry about that. So I did say it'd be great content. I gave everyone a heads up. So now that there's no dogs in sight, Ether Homes project, it's finished. As far as I can tell, 99% of the people have all had their Ethereum returned back to them safely. So that's really good news. As far as I know, there are 2 people remaining that haven't received their Ethereum back, as far as I'm aware. And that is because when I was doing these videos, Julian says, hi, hello mate, hope you're all right. Hope your YouTube channel's doing well. I did state over and over again, make sure you send the money from a contract ERC20 friendly wallet address, you know, that accepts it. So like, not the exchanges, don't use Coinbase, don't use Binance. But I don't know, maybe I didn't make it clear enough, or some people might not have heard that part or saw it or didn't understand fully what I meant by it. And with these exchanges, if you send a smart contract, any cryptocurrency, you can send crypto to an address. That's essentially what you're doing. You're just sending Ethereum to an address. But the actual, what the contract does from that point, the exchanges won't allow whatever that contract to do to be implemented their end. So what I mean by that is people wouldn't have received the home token, for example. And now obviously we're sending 0 Ethereum back to the address, which hopefully most of you have done now. You send Ethereum back to the address, a 0 amount, and that triggers the smart contract to realize that you're requesting a refund from that Ethereum address. But if your wallet address, say from an exchange, doesn't allow the implementation of smart contracts, then it won't accept that refund. And a lot of them you're not able to actually input, as we found out through one of the viewers, one of you guys, I won't mention his name in case he doesn't want it brought up, but he sent it from Wirex, and they don't allow you to input different hex data or input data when you do a send transaction. So that means you can't send the code, if you like, or the signal to the smart contract, say, hey, look, I want a refund, sort of thing. So, and also a lot of the exchanges, they don't allow you to send 0 Ethereum. You have to include the actual transaction cost included in the sum of money that you're sending, and also their fee. So if you try and send 0 Ethereum from, say, Binance, they add on whatever fee they charge as part of the transaction fee. So you can't actually send 0 Ethereum. It's always something like 0.0034 da 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 da. So I've got to find a way of essentially getting the smart contract to pay me the Ethereum. Then I can contact the two gentlemen and say, look, I've got your Ethereum, what's your Ethereum address, and I'll just send it to them. That's the only way around it I can think of. So I need to find out how to do that. But for the rest of you, the other 98% of you, everyone's received their refunds back. Everyone's got their Ethereum back, which is great news. I'm really happy with that. For me, it's like I don't know, I'm sort of happy both ends, whether the project succeeded or not, because more so than the project succeeding is that everyone's realised now, actually, I'm a man of my word. So when I said you're either going to get home token or you're going to receive your Ethereum back, either way, I've done that. So everyone's like, oh, actually, a couple of people have messaged me now saying, hey Glenn, I actually like you more now that your project's failed and you've actually give everyone their refunds back, which is really odd, because that must have meant that most of you watching my videos must have thought, I am going to do that. And now that I have, you're like, oh, actually, he's an all right guy. So there's a bit of a weird, I suppose, a weird compliment or a consequence of the project failing is that now people seem to like me more or trust me more, which is good, I suppose. That's makes me wonder why they didn't trust me in the first place, but there you go. So what am I going to do? A lot of people are messaging me now saying, Glenn, will you just restart the project all over again, try and do it over a longer period of time, maybe lower the requirement, offer more referral bonuses. People have said do it once you've got more viewers and subscribers. To me, at this point in my life, that's it, it's done. Ether Homes is finished. I'm gonna sort of draw a line under that. I did everything I could in the most honest and transparent way that I could. I don't think I could have done it any more, apart from maybe change some of the parameters, but I don't know. It just shows to me that someone messaged me, which is a really good point, and I honestly believe what they're saying, that the reason that it didn't succeed was because there isn't enough room for speculation for the coin to grow. Because the coin would be associated with the properties or assets that are tied against it, there isn't enough speculation for people to want to buy it. Good on you, Glenn, for being honest. Lessons learned. On to the next chapter. Cheers, Charlie. Yeah, so it just makes me realise, actually, that I would say 90% of this cryptocurrency space, and I know some people would have realised this many years ago, obviously it's taken me a bit longer, I suppose, is that 90% of this space is just people gambling. It's just speculation. A lot of people don't care about store of values, rareability, if that's a word, rareability, scarcity, sorry, I should probably say. They just literally care about what can I put my money in today that will go up in value tomorrow, and that's it. That is it. They don't care if they're offering decentralized finance. They don't care if it's people are putting their money in and I fell for it as well. We all fell for it, I'm sure. Most of us watching, apart from the Bitcoin maximalists, who I would say yet again a riot for a second time round. unless you get lucky really, because you have to invest in a coin, hope that it obviously then it pumps for whatever reason, and then you cash out, and you cash out for something that else that you believe in, Bitcoin or whether that's USD or whatever. So unless that happens in that exact order, the chances are you're probably losing money right now. If you look at whatever coin you've bought, when you bought it, and what it's worth now, you're probably down. Bitcoin is and always will be king. Yeah. Obviously, I tried to create something more like a business model, and this is where I think it wasn't as popular. I tried to create something where there was a intrinsic value behind the token, not that it should be pegged against that value, but if you say, okay, McDonald's sells $1 billion worth of food a day or a year or whatever, you could say, okay, that business over the course of 5 years is worth $5 billion or whatever. Just obviously really simple maths. So therefore, if you're putting money in shares and the share price is going up and up and up, and all of a sudden the share price in total goes to $4.9 billion, you think, hang on a minute, this is getting to more than what the company is worth. Therefore, people would sell and stuff like that. And that's typically how, in a very basic terms, how sort of stocks and shares work. People look at what the assets are, what the debts are for the company, their growth year on year, all of these factors, and decide, okay, well, what's the ceiling price for this company or share price? And they know, sorry, my dog keeps yanking me, how much to invest or cash out for and stuff like that. That is sort of what I created. I created a cryptocurrency based project company like that. Really what I should have done is just created a project, created a cool website, and then just said, oh, this is going to go up because billions of people need homes and da-da-da, and people would have just been like, oh yeah, God, fuck it, and foamed at the mouth. But anyway, I'm not that kind of guy. That's not what I would actually do. It's not what I'm here for. Good news is that obviously I'm doing the property side of it myself anyway. I'm actually in the process of purchasing 2 homes now at the same time. One's already completed and done, and now I'm looking to buy 2 more, all through a business. So yeah, again, I'm doing exactly what I said I was going to do, which is awesome. So I'm doing it. It's just I feel bad on the people that invested, really, I suppose, because there was a lot of people that understood it and got it, and they were really excited by the prospect of owning, whether it be a small share or not, owning a share of a company that owns properties. Well, obviously that hasn't happened for them now, so I feel a bit bad on those people. You had a good idea, crypto backed by property. I'm sure the future will happen. Yeah, at the moment I'm not going to pursue it anymore. Maybe like a lot longer down the line. Coming in. But yeah, everyone got their crypto back to them. I did exactly what I said I was going to do. I can't. I've walked out of the project really, like, or finished the project off with my head held high, and that's all I can ask for, really. So, yeah, happy days. So, what's my next venture in the world of crypto? Well, as you guys know, obviously, long term I've bought Bitcoin and I'm holding Bitcoin. My next one will be Ethereum. And I was talking about before, I'd done a couple of videos like what coins or projects do I think were going to perform well over the next year or so. And those included CRO, so crypto.com, Cell token for Cellulose Network, Nexo for the Nexo platform. Again, these are all businesses, so I must just have a very sort of stocks and shares mentality. Like, I can see the growth in this company. Whereas I think what a lot of the cryptocurrency space is speculation on the next big thing. Like what's the next chain link? You know, what's the next XRP? What's the next Bitcoin Cash? All these things that pumped at one point are not pumping no more because they're not the new big thing, the next big thing. A lot of people, a lot of YouTubers are talking about NFTs, doing all like these, I don't know, like trading card games, like sport card games and stuff like that. I don't know, maybe that'll be a thing. I'm sure people will lose money in it in the long haul. So I'm going back to my roots. I'm thinking, right, I need to take a step back, need to reset. I need to stop thinking about all these altcoins and stuff like that. I need to go back to getting on a weekly basis. This is what I was doing before, and I told you guys this many times. A continuous weekly buy-in of Bitcoin and Ethereum. I need to get back to that. If I'd continued to do that, I would have more Bitcoin and Ethereum than I currently have now. So, lessons learned. I'm sure some of you out there have made a success of it. I'm sure some people are going to comment or be in the Telegram group chat and say, Glenn, I made over $10,000 in because of YFI token or blah blah blah, and well done for those people. I had a couple of successes. YFFI, I'd done well in that. I sold it when it was at a high, never bought back into it. What was one of the other ones? There was a, what was it, Love Potion or something like that? I can't even remember. There was a token that was part of a game called Axel Infinity or something like that. A game that you can play based on Ethereum. And I bought the Love Potions or something that go in the game. And they went up double overnight, sold them, done really well with them. But then I had, as I'm sure many of you, I had the rug pulled from me, which I think I was one of the first people to really talk about it on a video. I noticed, I said, you know, I've put money into this coin on, what's it called, Uniswap, and I've had the rug pulled from me as such because they just take away the liquidity from you, like all of a sudden. And I didn't hear anyone else referring to it as that or talking about it as that. And now everyone on YouTube are talking about, or like there's a lot of articles about how many rug pulls, and that's what people just call them, rug pulls. How many rug pulls are on Uniswap now? Like literally 90% of Uniswap is on rug pulls. So I felt like I was a little bit ahead of the curve there. Lost 4 Ethereum on that. But then I gained 4 Ethereum on a coin that wasn't a rug pull the day before. So it's like, I didn't come out of it too badly. That's all I can say. But I'm sure many of you out there, there'll be stories of people that have won loads of money, or there'll be people that have lost loads of money. And I'm sort of in the middle. I've always said this to you guys. I'm quite reserved, down to earth. You know, I'm not going to go out and get a loan or something for like fucking SXP token, or not that I don't believe in it, it's just, you know, I just find it hard. A lot of people, as soon as a coin comes out, like even the Uniswap coin, you know, I sold that and yeah, it pumped double. If I'd kept it for a few days, it doubled. But now I think it's below where I sold it. So if you'd kept it till now, you've lost money. So a lot of people were saying, oh, it's going to go to $10 a coin. It didn't. So, yeah, it just makes me realise that, and I'm sure this cycle will happen again. I'm sure there'll be another alt season. That was like a little alt season. I say little, it went on for a couple of months, didn't it? I don't know what people want in the world of cryptocurrency. I know what they want. Everyone wants to be a millionaire, but I don't know what people want, because a coin will pump. Let's say a coin goes from 1 cent to 2 cents. That's enough. That's, in my opinion, that's like you buying Tesla stock today for $2,000 a share, or whatever it is. I think they've had a They've had a split recently, but all right, let's just say, or whatever. Let's say you buy Apple shares for £100 and tomorrow, just tomorrow, they go up to £200 and you've doubled your money. Surely that's enough. Like that is, but the greed in the cryptocurrency community is unbelievable. Unbelievable. Like a coin will go from 1 cent to 2 cent. And then people are like, oh my God, this is going to go to 10 cent. Why not? Why are you not happy with with the double? It's because everyone's speculating that the coin that they've just purchased into is the next big thing. That's what everyone wants clarification on. Is the coin that I've invested in the next big thing? I think it is. And they say that because they honestly hope, fingers crossed, that it is, because they're going to make huge sums of money. And unless they sell at the top, but the trouble is, there will never be a time where when it does get to 10 cent, they won't think, oh, it's got to where I thought it'd be, I better sell. They just think, oh my God, it's gone to 10 cent, it's going to go to 20. And eventually that coin's going to crash or dump, or it'll be an exit scam, a rug pull, whatever. And then people are like, oh, I lost money on that. Oh, yeah, it's mental. So, where does that leave people that just want to make an honest buck, if you like, an honest buck in the world of cryptocurrency? Well, an honest buck, what does that look like in the world of cryptocurrency? You can buy Bitcoin and you can hope that Bitcoin goes up. Bitcoin probably will go up over the course of the next year or two. I'm always happy to double my money. Most times I take profit 50% up. Greed not good in crypto. I'm all in on stable coins at the moment until the bounce back. Yeah, I think that's a good, I mean, if you're sitting on the sidelines with a lot of cash at the moment, like USD or British pounds, I think cryptocurrencies are going to have a pullback. Personally, might be completely wrong. A lot of people calling for Bitcoin to go down to 7k in the world of cryptocurrency. I reckon if they're saying that, that means it will probably go down to 8.5. If it does, I'll be looking at buying one whole Bitcoin again. But where does it look? What does an honest buck look like for us in the world of cryptocurrency? Without investing in some really shady pump and dump schemes, without all of these things, my honest feeling on this is to earn interest on your cryptocurrency. And I've brought this up many times before. And some of the platforms now are really sort of ramping up the amount of interest they're paying. Now you have to be a bit careful, because the higher their interest rate, the more likely it is that it's going to be a shady pump and dump coin or Ponzi scheme at some point. So this is something that I have noticed and taken note of. I think that probably the way to go forward is to actually look at the percentage that something's offering you, and actually just associate that percentage not only with the amount of interest you're going to earn, but how much of a percentage this company is likely to fail. Bear with me a second. So if you look at platforms like Nexo, BlockFi, and Cellulose Network, and also crypto.com, they offer, I don't know, at the moment I think you can get 6%, 9%, some of them are even up to sort of 15% if you get paid in their native token. So then you could look at that and say, okay, this company has a 10% chance. And obviously this isn't science or maths. This is just psychologically how you should prep yourself to invest in a cryptocurrency business. This company is offering 10%. That means there's a 10% chance that I'm going to lose my money. If you then go to another company, some dodgy website or some yield farming things offering 11,000% APR, you have to look at it and say, okay, there's 1,000% chance that this is going to be a absolute rug pull Ponzi scheme dump. And what a lot of people don't realise is that sometimes with these APYs, that means that it's a changing figure. It's a moving goalpost all the time. If you agree to a loan and they say, right, it's 5% APR, then you are going to be paying 5% per year for that loan. And obviously, depending on how many years you have that loan over, that's how much interest you pay. When you pay APY, and this is what a lot of people are getting confused about, it means that it's a changing figure. It's variable. So you could be getting 1,000% APY one day, and the next day you could literally be getting 0.5% APY. So don't think like, oh, I've invested $1,000 into this with 1,000% APY. God, within a year I'm going to have $20,000, because you're not. It's going to change. It's going to fluctuate massively, and we've seen a lot of those yield farming projects and tokens now. Maui, this way. Maui, come here. Good boy. Good boy. Okay, you want to say hello? You want to say hello? Look at you, look, slobbering everywhere. You dirty dog. We've seen a lot of these yield farming projects. The amount of APR or APY they're offering now is a lot lower than what they were in the hype. Which makes sense because the way the mathematical equations work out depending on how many people are investing and stuff like that. So I think there is still space for that. I think there's a really good use case for that. I was looking at different platforms today. I was comparing Nexo with Cellulose Network. Where should I put my money? You know, like where should I put some money to accumulate interest? And I was thinking, oh, it would be good if there was something that every single day it chases the best APY. And then I thought, oh yeah, that's what them YFI tokens are. That's essentially what they are. They're always chasing what the best APY is for that day or week or whatever. So I think there is space for them. They just need a little bit more legitimacy. But obviously with that is going to come lower rewards, which is fair enough. But what a lot of people don't realise is that the golden rule with accumulating wealth over a long period of time is the power of compounding finance. And there's been many discussions about compounding finance. So you invest $1,000 into the stocks and shares market, whether it's the S&P 500 or whatever, forgetting whether there's massive dips or troughs, whatever. Typically it goes up between anywhere from 4 to 10% year on year. It's sort of always growing that amount. But obviously if you've got 10% gain on $1,000, you've gained $1,100. The next year you'll get, say it goes up 8%, you're going to get 8% on 1,100, not 1,000. So now your interest is gaining interest, compounding interest. So with that, a lot of people look at these S&P 500s or stocks and shares index, but a lot of he's gone off. Maui, oi. He's run off after another dog. Maui, come on. What did I say to you? Great content. Maui, come on. Come on. Good boy. He's going nuts now. Hey, what do you think you're doing? You can't just go chasing after anyone you want. Yeah, a lot of people though talk about obviously these 4 to 10% on the S&P 500 or these ISAs that offer, they sort of trade for you or bet for you. A lot of pensions, that's how a lot of pensions actually accumulate wealth over time. But there's a lot of cryptocurrency projects there that I would say are fairly legit. So if you look at Cellulose Network, Nexo, they've proven, Maui, come here. They've proven over the last few years that they are legitimate projects. They've been offering these rewards, whether it's the good times or bad. And they're offering like 16-20%, you know, if you get paid in their native token. Now that's huge. Imagine getting 16% year on year. So this has got me thinking, you know, obviously if you look at that sort of mentality of what the APR is that they're offering versus how likely they are to be a scam. Maui, come here, come on. If you're getting offered 16%, you would say, right, okay, well that company's got a 16% chance that it's going to fail at some point. Which, if you're willing to accept that risk, that level, 16% or 50, whatever it is, 12%, 10. Look, can you guys see me? All right, hear me? Looks like my phone signal. I hope that you guys can all give me a thumbs up as well. I've got no thumbs up yet, and there's been like 10, 12 people watching this at a time, but no likes. Wah, wah. So this leaves me in a position or in a state of mind at the minute where I'm going to focus on my property business. So that's my first and utmost importance at the moment in my life now. I'm going to accumulate wealth within properties. I'm going to attempt to accumulate as many properties as I can. But in the meantime, like the property that I've just done, I thought it'd be worth 75,000, but it's actually been valued at 85,000. So there's 10 grand there. Now I only get 75% of that, so it means that I've gained an extra 7,500. If I can do a couple of those along the way, where they're sort of unexpected gains, I was thinking I'm just going to put that gain straight into Bitcoin or gold. But on the side, I also want some of my Bitcoin, not all of it. I'm not saying put 100% of all your Bitcoin in it. But I'm actually looking at the Cellulose Network. They've just recently rebranded. Their website looks pretty slick now, whereas before it looked a bit dated. And they're offering, if you get paid, or if you're a non-American, you can get paid in their native token. And if you look at the Cell token chart, it has just gone straight up. I say straight up, obviously over a period of time. So if you believe enough in those projects to put your money, it makes sense to receive their token in reward. You could then cash that out for Bitcoin, or you can, if you want, just get paid in the native token. So if you invest Ethereum into it, you get paid Ethereum every week. If you invest Bitcoin, you get Bitcoin every week. And you can hold it in there for as long as you want. And at the moment, they're doing zero deposit requirement. So there's no, you can put 0.1 of a Bitcoin in there. Before, you had to put a minimum of like, I think it was $2,000 at some point. So a lot of people would have been priced out of that. But I'm going to be looking at those, and I'll probably do a couple of videos about those, maybe comparing the different APYs and different APRs that you get, see what lock-in periods there are. So that's what I'm going to be looking. That's my personal business plan, if you like, my strategy going forward. I just want to keep buying more Bitcoin and Ethereum weekly again, even if it's a small amount, maybe £25 a week, something like that. And then I'm going to be depositing them onto a platform like Cellulose or Nexo to earn interest on that small amount of money. Coin goes up in price, more Bitcoin with my Bitcoin. It's a legitimate business model. I understand the profits and losses, how they earn their money, how they're paying the rewards. I haven't got to guess like, oh, this is an imaginary figure that's coming out of somewhere, but I don't care because I'm getting rich. Yeah. I actually understand the business model. They've proven that they've been legit for several years now. So they've got a history. So I believe that they deserve, I suppose, a level of trust until the point where there's some sort of hack or downtime, then you think, right, don't trust that platform no more, I'm not going to use them. Until that happens, then they've proven that they've been pretty legit. The Cell Network actually offer sort of a different business model where they actually pay 80% of all the company's revenue that they earn back to holders of their own token. So that's quite unique. Whereas Nexo, I think they pay you dividends. So that's after all their profits and losses are worked out, of about 30%. So Cellulose are killing them in that regard. And Cellulose they've had a good reputation. The CEO, he's a top guy, seems like a legit guy. He's always created these business models, I don't know how, but out of offering free services to the public, but making millions out of it. It's crazy. And obviously Cellulose was the project that he's working on now. He actually came out of retirement to work on Cellulose. So yeah, I think that's probably the platform that I'm going to go. When I get home, I'll do a full-blown video, maybe a review of the Cellulose Network now that it's rebranded a bit. See what the app's like. Maybe the app's different. The app was a bit clumsy before, but it looks like they've changed a few bits on it. Nexo, I've used them recently, and they've been really good. But again, they just need to streamline it. They need to make it simpler. I had some money in Nexo and I couldn't. You have to transfer it from one wallet to another wallet to then withdraw it. And they take one time I withdrew some money from there. It took about 3 days for them to authorize the transfer. Now I wasn't aware of that when I did it. And I wanted to do something. I wanted to invest in something or do something. I can't remember what it was. But if they can streamline it a bit better, then I can imagine them being more popular. I will look into Cell when I get home. A video guide would be great. Yeah, I'll do a bit more research. I've been using them for a while now, and as you guys know, I like to use things before I do videos about them, which means I'm not normally the quickest to do reviews and stuff or talk about them, but it means that you know that, okay, Glenn's talking about it, Glenn's doing a review of it, so it must be legit, or it must be safe, or he must have used it for the last couple of weeks, months, or whatever. So hopefully that will do me well going forward into the future. But that's really it from me, guys. Hopefully you guys can all smash that like button before you leave this video. We've only got 4 likes so far. Don't forget to click subscribe, and obviously join the Telegram group chat, which is Team BitGlen. I think we're almost about 350 people in the group chat now, which is awesome. It's gone up really quickly lately. Maybe we can get some conversation going there in the group chat about what platforms offering the best APYs, but ones that are legit. I don't want no scammy, dodgy projects that have only just been out a month. So yeah, just be wary of that. If you start shilling scammy projects that offer really high APR, then you're probably going to get banned from the group. But that's it really, guys. I'll leave you to it and enjoy the rest of your day. Bye, guys.